Hello, church family. Good morning. My name is Andrew Mirengo Kamau. I serve at KCSE as an instrumentalist here. I'm very glad to be here, joined by Stacy, and I'm very excited to be here today.
Hi, as you guys heard, my name is Stacy, and yeah, we're excited to be at the church site this morning. This is a little bit of the part of the church that is gonna be built and everything. It's like a hall, but an outside hall. And one thing I'm excited for is to be having like events outside over here. Like, let's say we have a game or something, or any event that is happening, instead of doing it inside the church, when it's sunny, we can just be doing it like outside.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah, as you've heard from Stacy, this is going to be an outdoor space.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a place where we can like plant trees, plant like grasses, do some little landscaping, and it's really going to be a space outside of like the common church building. You can come here and like hang out with friends, hang out with family, hang out with the youth.
Yeah.
You can come and have a picnic over here, and we're really going to be excited because you know the investment that the church family or our church parents are doing for us. This is going to be a great place for us to come, hang out, come and like experience God and pray and talk to God and just have that alone time with God, because you know other than just building a church sanctuary, we are focused on building God's kingdom in our hearts.
Yeah.
And so when we come here and experience nature in itself, we can come and see what God has for us and like experience and have that conversation with God and talk with God. And we're pretty excited, or I'm pretty excited to be in this church now. One thing I think I can say is that the closeness to home and the independence that we can have as a church people and as a church community, because we can come and talk with our pastor and hang out with the youth, and hang out with other youth and hang out with our parents and come and just have that alone time. So Stacey, like, what other things like are you excited for to be in a new church?
Mostly is to, I don't know how to say it, but like to have more events.
Exactly.
And something to attract more youths, that can attract more youths in our church.
Right.
To build up our church and to level up our church and everything.
Yeah, and as Stacy said, we're pretty much excited for having a church family, and other than just like building a church site, other than just like building a church sanctuary, we're pretty much excited to lift the name of Jesus, or like lift God's name, because there's a part in the Bible that says, in I think it was John chapter 10 verse 12, that I might be wrong, but it says that when God's name is lifted high, or when we lift the name of God high, he draws unto himself all people. And so like when we come here and lift up the name of Jesus and lift up in so many activities that we'll be able to lift up the name of Jesus, he will draw all men unto himself, and he will draw all men unto this church and to many other sanctuaries that they will be built at. But other than that, we're pretty much excited for our parents and even for us, the investment that we are doing in this place, and we're looking forward to see how it's going to be completed. And I'm pretty much excited.
Me too.
Stacy, because
Me
like
too. Yeah.
The first service that we can come here, it's going to be our house. It's going to be our home. We're gonna have events, as you said. We're gonna have like hangouts. We're gonna have Bible study. We're gonna have youth keshes. We're gonna have like youth extravaganzas and youth camps here. And it'll be a space, you know, it'll be an extension of our church home in Kenya. Like bring it back here, and you know, having that community and having that communion with God having that communion with God will be able to increase us and increase our faith and build us even more deeper in our faith, so that like when we grow and then when we see other generations come up after us, we'll be excited to show them, you know, we built this for you. You know, because like our parents built this church for us, and now we have the opportunity to invest in it the same way that our parents did for our kids, or the generations coming after us. Continue, Stacey.
Oh, and now as you can see, we're outside like the building for the church, and to be honest, this has been a dream for this church for the longest.
Right.
And I'm actually glad to see this dream come true, building our own church. The fact that we can have our own events and have like things, like you want to do something in our church, we don't have to be told what time we're supposed to finish and everything. We have our own time. We're the only ones who can manage because it's basically our own church. So that's what I'm glad about. And as you can see, the progress is still going. We're still moving forward, and we are hoping by the end of the year, we'll have our own church and we'll be able to go into, and yeah.
Yeah, you see like how it's almost done with the roofing and the sanctuary. Pretty much excited because like this was also like our work of faith, and now
Yeah.
like we can see the sanctuary almost being done, and then in a couple weeks the whole sanctuary, the whole building will be done.
Yeah.
So we are exercising our faith here, and I hope that through the faith of what God is doing through our church, you also like in your own exercise, in your own life, you can see how God is working through you and working for you. And we're pretty much excited, even in our young age, in school, we can see how God is working through us. And even like seeing a church and a Kenyan church, how we can be excited for it,
Yeah.
and how we can learn from it. So Stacy, was very nice to have this talk with you.
Yeah.
We know we'll be looking forward to when we can come in and open up the first service.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.